Hey guys, Pokeall's here. We got a nice big package from PSA in today, so our grading is finished and we're gonna do a grade reveal video for you guys. So we're gonna check that out. Let's get to the desk and pop it open and see what we got. All right, we finally got our PSA order back. We sent these in October, early October, like October 3rd, and they were sitting for a long time, and they finally finished. Time to completion was about 3 months on this batch. This was personally my biggest batch I've ever sent. Usually I send like 3 cards, 4 cards, usually just like a couple high value cards that I just know are worth grading regardless of the grade. But this one was 44 cards and took about 3 months. So card value going in raw at the time in October was $3,900. And yep, that's the back. We don't want to spoil the grades. So we're gonna keep them face down. Get this box out of the way. So we got our first little stack here. Like I said, we got 44 cards, so pretty big submission. Hoping for a lot of 10s. A lot of this is modern. There's some vintage in the stack, but I can get it out of here without spoiling anything. That'd be great. So we got 2 stacks, and then we got a smaller stack. This is the front, so we're gonna take these out. And let's go through it. Hoping for a lot of 10s, obviously. 9s are okay too, just depends on if it's the vintage or the modern. So the submission cost me, after fees, $750, give or take. So a little pricey, but we did hit them on a special, and we do have a membership, so we actually got a little bit of a discount. I think it would have been like maybe $800, $900, $1,000, who knows. So here we go. Let's start with this smaller stack here. So we're just gonna, first out of the gate, we got a Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates. And got a 10. Look at that. Love this card. I think this card is beautiful. Love purples, so pretty happy with that grade. So we got our, starting off with a good old 10 Charizard. Another Charizard from Evolutions, and it's a 10. Beautiful card, beautiful card. We're gonna keep this quick because we have a lot of cards to go through. Another Charizard, Rainbow Charizard from Champions Pass. Got a 10. So we're 3 for oh right now. We're killing it. Next one up, Blastoise Evolutions. Love this card. I remember I didn't have a Venusaur to send in, so we only have the Blastoise, and it's a 10. Very pretty card. Next up, we've got a Charizard V. Altart from Brilliant Stars, and boom, 10. Love this card too because I love Venusaur. We got a little bit of Venusaur action in the background there. Wasn't really a big Charizard fan, but Bulbasaur was always my starter pick. So next we got a vintage card. We got Rockets Moltres. This card was really pretty. There's actually a little half swirl down here too. And it got an 8. I thought this card was really clean, so I don't necessarily agree with 8, but I'll take it. Still a pretty card, and now it's protected, so. Next up, we've got another Charizard, Champions Path V Secret, and it's a 10. We're crushing it on the 10 so far, so can't complain with that. This card's also pretty sick. I remember pulling this out of a Walmart ETB a long time ago. Ooh, Dark Blastoise. This one's sick too. And we got another 8. Seems like PSA lately has been just really strict on vintage cards. I'm not sure if I'm going to crack this one out or just leave it alone. But it's a very, very clean copy. I'm kind of surprised it didn't 9. Next up, we've got, base set Blastoise. So this one, I remember this one super clean. So we're hoping for a 9 or a 10. Hey, we got the 9. Look at that. Here's the back. Super clean card. I'm surprised. This one looks similar to the 8s, but for some reason the other ones didn't 9. But we'll take that. We got a 9 on this one. This one's a pretty big banger. I think that one's like $500 or $600 current market. Ooh, base set Charizard. This one's huge. So I thought this one could either 8 or 9. I'm gonna guess that it 8'd, and yeah, we got an 8. We'll take it. 8's really nice on vintage Charizards. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with a vintage Charizard in general. So nice little 8. Here's a quick shot at the back. This card's beautiful. I thought this one did have 9 potential though. Might be some surface like scratching or something that got it the 8. Next up we have Pikachu and Zekrom GX from the 10s, the promo. And boom, another 10. Beautiful card. Look at the artwork on that. I remember when people were playing this in the deck, and I got wrecked by this deck a lot back in the day. Everybody was running Pikarom and Reshizard. Another promo tag team, GX. These ones are just cute. I love this card. And we got a 10. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful card. Next up, we've got another tag team promo. It must be in our tag team section. Although I think these are kind of out of order because there's supposed to be another one of those Togepi's. Either way, boom, got another 10. These will get you on centering a lot of the time because that black line really shows the centering very well. So it's very easy to tell if it's off-centered. So this one is nice. Next up, another tag team. We got Reshiram and Zekrom. And it's a 10. Another tag team card. I remember when these guys were soaring. They were going crazy like a little over a year ago. Another tag team, Mewtwo and Mew. This card is lovely. The artwork is sick. And we got a 10. We'll take it. I think that card is, it's got plenty of room for growth too. Hey, we got another one. Look at that. I forgot we sent 2 of these. And another 10. Look at that. Let's go, baby. So far, submission has been really, really solid. We're hitting a lot of 10s. There's the other one. I knew I sent 2 of them. And also a 10. Look at that. I need to keep one of these. I love this card. Look at that artwork. So cute. Next up, we got a Tyranitar. This is probably one of my top 3 favorite alts from Sword and Shield era. And we got a 10. Love Tyranitar. Love the artwork of him just sleeping under a tree after a big meal. It's pretty funny. Sick card. Next up. T17 from Neo Genesis. And pretty typical. We're going for an 8s here on Vintage, I guess. It's an 8 kind of day for Vintage. Very clean, so again, very surprised it didn't 9, but you know, we'll take it. We've crushed it on the others. The modern stuff has been insane. So Charizard V-Star Rainbow, and it's a 10. I remember when this card first came out, people were going crazy. I think it was like $150, $200 raw or something. All right, so we're down to our last stack of slabs here. Let's hope to get some more 10s. And first card, this one's big. I love Umbreon, and this era in particular was one of my favorites. I love the full art GX stuff. It's really cool. Beautiful 10. Look at that. Gorgeous card. I think this one's probably 200-ish bucks in a 10, something like that. So we did really nice on that one. Next up, ooh, Leafeon GX Rainbow. So rainbows in this era were pretty hard to grade. A lot of them catch a lot of dirt. There's a lot of thick texturing. So let's hope for a 10. Hey, we hit it. That's a beautiful card. Look at that. The texture is so good. Gorgeous card. Ooh, we got a Japanese back. I think I remember. Yeah. Yokohama World Championships from last year. Boom, got a 10. I bought a lot of these boxes back when they first came out and got burned. They crashed so hard. Next up, we got a Dragonite from Evolutions and a 10. Just missing that Venusaur. Needed to get a Venusaur in the sub. Okay, next up we have Rainbow Pikachu VMAX. Beautiful card, beautiful card. Very good centering too. It's hard to tell from the shadow here, but it's really nice. Hey, we got a 10. Good old rainbows. What do you guys feel about them not doing rainbows anymore? Think they'll bring them back? They should. I think they look really good, especially the older rainbows. Hey, we got a Leafeon, or Espeon, Espeon VMAX Alt Art from Fusion Strike, and we got a 10. This card is also one of my favorite Evolution alts. I love the art that they did on this one. It reminds me of kind of like the Smoky Mountains. Kind of looks like a kind of Dollywood vibes or something, I'm not sure. Next one, we have Sylveon VMAX, and it's a 10. We're just crushing it with modern 10s. I think every modern card has been a 10 so far. We got a little Iron Hands EX action. I just like this card, so I threw it in the sub. I wanted to hit 50 cards in the sub, but we were just a couple shy. But I added some smaller stuff like this, and it paid off. Look at that, we got a 10. I think these little SIRs are pretty undervalued at the moment as well. I think these have potential for some really good growth over the next year or two. I think they're all just really cheap right now. We got an Alakazam EX from 151, and boom, 10 again. I guess I just have a good eye. Look at that. Love that card. 151 is also one of those sets that's just kind of popping off, and I can definitely see it doing really good long term. Next, we got a Chi EX from, was this Paldean? And it's a 10. We got a little goldfish. I think this card is also pretty undervalued right now. I think the artwork is really good, and I think it's definitely more than $100 card a year down the road. We got Arceus V-Star from Crown Zenith. I loved Crown Zenith, and it's in a 10. Crown Zenith is one of those sets that no matter how many packs you opened, you always got something. It felt like all the hits were so good in that set too. A lot of people have been master setting that set. Next up, we got a Tapu Koko, and it's a 10. Another card that I think is just so undervalued at the moment for the artwork and the colors. It's just a really pretty card. So, happy to have this one. We're getting to the end now. Looks like we're down to maybe 10, 15 cards. Next up, we've got a Galvantula EX. Love the new rainbow. Like, this is like the new rainbow, right? It's interesting because the borders are rainbowed. And it's a 10. Let's go. Love this card too. This was my first card that I got. That's the rainbow borders. And when I saw it, I just thought it was beautiful. It just looked great. So I really like what they've been doing with the rainbow borders. I think it adds a nice pop to the card. Next up, we got Ursalana EX. This card is very, very playable in the game. Sick artwork. Cool little bear in the woods. Boom, we got a 10. Check that out. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. We have to make a separate pile here. Pile's getting too big. We'll separate into two. There we go. Next up, Iron Crown EX. This is another one of those cards that I think the colors just look so good on this card. And boom, another 10. I think we're going to close this out with all 10s. What do you think? It's Iron Crown 10. Ooh, Greninja EX promo. I actually think this card was better looking than the Chase from Twilight, but it's just the promo. Look at that artwork. So sick. Hey, it's a 10. These are hard to 10 too because they come out of the box usually with a dinged up corner. Venusaur EX 151. Nice. It's a 10. Look at that. For all you 151 fans out there, this is the heat. I can't remember if we did a Blastoise or Charizard. I honestly don't think we did. Ooh, this is a huge one. So I called the market on this one early. Back when this card was like $200. I think they're doing like 600 to 700 at this point. So let's hope for a 10. Let's hope for 10. Hey, look at that. A lot of these are hard to grade too. The quality control in this has not been great for corners. So very, very happy to see that Mew, that Bubble Mew 10. Wonderful card. That one almost just pays for the entire sub by itself. And we got Iron Leaves EX. Same with Iron Crown. I just think the colors are really nice. They killed it with the artworks on these. Hey, it's a 10. Let's go, baby. Next up. Ooh, I love this card. I didn't know this card existed until I obtained it. Beautiful card. I love the old EXs with the silver borders and hollow borders. I think they just look insane. I thought this card really could 10. So if it doesn't 10, it should at least 9. Let's see it. Yes, we got a 9. Was hoping for a 10, but I'll take the 9. I think the 10 goes for like $1,000. This one's probably like 200, 300 at most. But very solid return. I think the raw is like $40 the time I sent it in. Hey, there's the Kingdra. I knew these were out of order. This is sequential with the Greninja. So let's see if it got a 10. Please be 10 sequential 10s. Yes. I'm actually dig that one out really quick. Just to show you guys the sequential. There we go. Did I do Greninja first? I did Kingdra first, Greninja second. So sequential means that the number at the end, they're in order. So 1, 8, and 1, 9. So we have a little sequential 10 set of promos there. Beautiful. I'd have been kind of upset if they sequential like in different grades. So this one's Red's Challenge. This one's actually a friend that sent a card in with my submission. So shout out Long. Here's your Red's Challenge. It's finally here. I know it's taken a long time, so let's hope for 10. Yes, look at that. Good old 10. Hopefully you're happy with that, Long. We got you a 10, baby. Next up, we got 2 cards left. Next up is, ooh, the Greninja from Twilight. Another huge, huge card. If this hits a 10, it's like $750. $700, somewhere around there. Raws at the moment, I think, are doing like $325. So let's see. Nice. Love to see that 10. This card is insane. I do like the colors of it. It's an interesting card. I'm not a super big fan of the whole Terra thing with the crowns on them, but this card is insane. That card by itself does pay for the submission. So, and our last one of the day is Squirtle Illustration Rare. These are very hype. They are very in demand, and people just love them. So let's see if we can get a 10. Yes, we got the 10. Need the Bulbasaur to go with it now for a 10. Overall, I think we crushed the submission. Some of our big notable hits are, let's see, where's the notables? We got Bubble Mew. Bubble Mew is huge. The Bubble, the Greninja. I think we hit 95% 10s or something. Seems like we only had 10s, to be honest. This is probably the best case scenario for... These are huge. Those are notables. So, just a little glimpse of kind of a recap. We got some good vintage in there too, but man, these two cards alone, I think total value of the two here is probably $1,500, $1,400, something like that. So that alone was worth our submission. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next card show. See ya.